Hidden in the heart of St. Simons Island, Georgia, lies Canon's Point, an incredible showcase of more than 600 acres of maritime forest. A disappearing ecosystem on the Georgia coast, Canon's Point and its vast expanse of natural vegetation and wildlife have now been preserved by the St. Simons Land Trust. The Canon's Point Preserve serves as a model for short and long-term ecological stewardship. An area once zoned for development, the St. Simons Land Trust partnered with individuals and organizations locally and nationally to raise the money to preserve Canon's Point.
The fundraising really moved along at a very impressive clip, and we worked with the Nature Conservancy to come to an agreement with them that they would hold the conservation easement. Generally, that type of process could take a couple of years, and we accomplished that in about 9 months.
It was an amazing feeling. You know, I kept checking in, hey, are we there yet? Are they doing it? Because it was an seemingly impossible feat for that many people to come together to raise the money and get the awareness out there of this pristine property in the backyard.
Now that the future of Canon's Point is secure in the hands of the St. Simons Land Trust, task forces and Land Trust board and staff are currently planning for the next step, opening the area to visitors for the purposes of experiential education, academic research, and recreation.
I think a lot of things will happen very fast over the next year, sort of in parallel. We'll think about the historical purposing, we'll think about the archaeological studies continue, about the educational purposing, and all behind that we'll think important about preserving it as well as managing it.
Places like this are vanishing, and they are especially vanishing along America's coastlines. This is one of the few untouched places left on St. Simons where you can really immerse yourself in wilderness.
I think there's multiple groups that are going to come out, whether it's from the Audubon Society to do bird watching. It's going to be your kayak groups from local outfitters that come out and do tours of explore the marsh and all the benefits that it has to offer.
Nestled in the mid to late succession maritime forests of Canon's Point are exquisite plant and animal life, as well as areas that have not been impacted by human occupation for more than 100 years. The human story of Canon's Point can be told through the archaeological ruins that still exist on the land today. With preservation comes both a scientific understanding of the past and a unique opportunity to share this exciting story with the public through interpretive programming. This story is about the cumulative effects of human interactions with the environment, how the coastal ecosystem shaped the lives of the people, and how the people in turn changed that ecosystem over the millennia.
There are a significant number of archaeological sites here. We want to build a picture of the history of human occupation here and combine that with the written documentation that we have so that we have a full picture of what life was like here at Canon's Point.
In addition to historical tours, educational groups of all levels will be given the opportunity to visit Canon's Point to learn more about the ecological, archaeological, and recreational aspects of the area.
Educationally, we want to invite small groups of folks, and once we decide to open it to public for, say, bird watch or just enjoying nature, but the next steps would be developing lesson plans for school groups from elementary through high school, for college laboratory use, and faculty and student-based research projects. And that would be not just the College of Coastal Georgia, but a lot of other institutions could have access and make very smart use and intelligent use of the resources to learn more about both salt marshes and archaeological sites, as well as the value of the maritime forests.
It's going to be experiencing nature. You know, that means different things to different people, but it's going to be, you know, from observation towers to just sitting in nature, listening to its sounds, and absorbing it.
The staff, members, volunteers, and partners of the St. Simons Land Trust are working diligently to ensure that the natural beauty of Canon's Point is not compromised in preparation for public access.
We have an AmeriCorps team that is coming down that will begin clearing the trail that's going to be one of our predominant recreational features for this property. It'll be a hand-cleared 4-foot wide trail. There'll be clearing on the eastern side of the property through the forest.
The conservation and preservation of Cannons Point provides an extraordinary opportunity for generations of residents and visitors alike to learn from and enjoy the multifaceted beauty of one of the last untouched maritime forests on the Georgia coast.
If you can get people out and enjoy and experience nature in its most primitive environment, they begin to understand it and they have a deeper appreciation for that. And what that does is inspires more environmental conservation stewardship of our resources that are out there.
It brings a great deal of satisfaction knowing that you've had a part in preserving a property like this that will be enjoyed for decades and hopefully centuries to come.